Hello everyone, we're going to talk about future possibility. Let's begin. On page 46 of your book, you have this box, and here we have the modal verbs to express future possibility. In this box, 4 modal verbs are mentioned: will or want, could, might, or may. Let's see what we can learn from this. It says use will or want to say that you're certain about the future. So we use will to show certainty. Example, if there is an accident there, then it will be huge and it will have long-term effects on the environment. We use could, might, or may to say that you're uncertain about the future. So you're doubtful. You're not sure about that. Example, we'll briefly discuss how this type of farming could or might or may solve some of the environmental problems we are now facing. Just remember that might is more conversational, so it is more common in conversation, and may is more formal. Okay, let's continue. I have some notes on will. We use will plus the verb, and we use it to express a prediction or certainty that an action will or will not happen in future. So here we are sure that an action will or will not happen in future. Example, the train is late. Joe will not be on time. Here you're predicting something. You say that something will happen in advance. It is April. Next month will be May. You're sure that next month is May, right? So you say will. Pay attention to the negative format. Will not or won't in a statement can express either negative future or refusal. What does refusal mean? It means that you say no to someone. Negative future, example. He won't be here tomorrow. An example for the refusal, I won't help you with your homework or with your work, means no. That's no, and that's a no, and I won't help you. Now let's do this exercise. There are examples. It says make statements using will and the words given. It is June next month. You're going to use next month in your sentence. So next month will be July. You're going to make a sentence like this. Today is Monday. Then you have the day after tomorrow in parentheses. Let's see what we can say. The day after tomorrow will be Wednesday. Please pause the video, make your sentences with will and the words in parentheses, then check your answers with me. All right, I assume that you're ready. Let's begin. Claire is 6 years old. Next year. Next year, Claire will be 7 years old. That's certain. It is March the 2nd. Tomorrow. Tomorrow will be March the 3rd. Pete is in grade 2. Next year. Next year, Pete will be in grade 3. Here we are just practicing using will to show certainty. Today is Friday. The day after tomorrow. The day after tomorrow will be Sunday. This year is 2024. Next year. Next year will be 2025. Okay, now look at the frame. We have a husband and wife in the picture, and the husband says, hurry up, Jane, we're going to be late. Then Jane says, don't worry, Phil, we'll be there on time. Here she's predicting and she's quite sure that they're going to be on time. Now we're going to change we're going to change be there in this sentence. And let's practice using the short form, the contracted form of will. So let's begin. We'll be there on time. I'll be there on time. He'll be there on time. She'll be there on time. Meet them. She'll meet them on time. Leave. She'll leave on time. Call. She'll call on time. They'll call on time. Arrive. They'll arrive on time. We will arrive on time. So in this exercise, we just practice using the contracted form, the short form of will. I'll, you'll, he'll, she'll, they'll, will. Okay. Now let's read the frame together. Next exercise. I guess Tom has an appointment today. No, he will not meet the specialist today. His appointment is tomorrow. Here, the second speaker is certain, is sure that Tom's appointment is not today. Now, let's change the specialist and let's change the time expression today. The Tom will not miss will stay the same, okay? Let's do it together. Tom will not meet the specialist today. Use his family and say the same sentence. All right. Tom will not meet his family today. Mr. Jones. Use Mr. Jones in this sentence. Tom will not meet Mr. Jones today. The dentist. Tom will not meet the dentist today. This evening. Tom will not meet the dentist this evening. Us. Tom will not meet us this evening, this week. Tom will not meet us this week. Until 5. Tom will not meet us until 5. His father. Tom will not meet his father until 5. Today. Tom will not meet his father today. Now let's continue. In the next exercise, you're going to use want and you and make sentences. Example, Jack is in a hurry. Look at the picture. Jack is in a hurry. And in parentheses, you have wait for. So you should say, he won't wait for you. So use want and you and the words in parentheses. Another example, Jane is tired. Help. She won't help you. Pause the video, make your sentences with want, you, and the words in parentheses, then check your answers with me. Okay, let's assume that you're ready. Number 1, Ed is angry. He won't answer you. The Johnsons are unfriendly. They won't welcome you. I'm not in a good mood. I won't listen to you. Peter is lazy. He won't walk with you. Sarah is shy. She won't talk to you. In the next exercise, we are going to change an indirect question into direct question using will. Look at the examples. Do you think her mother will get angry? Now you're going to change it to a direct question. This is indirect. Do you think? The questions that start with do you think are indirect questions. Now, the direct one, will her mother get angry? Another example, do you think Jack will pass the exam? Direct question, will Jack pass the exam? Pause the video, change these questions into direct questions, and then check your answers with me. Okay, I assume that you're ready. If not, please pause the video, do it, then check. Number 1, do you think Jane will get the job? Will Jane. So will Jane get the job? Do you think it will happen again? Will it happen again? Do you think the teacher will believe you? Will the teacher believe you? Do you think they will accept his offer? Will they accept his offer? Do you think they will arrive on time? Will they arrive on time? And in order to express uncertainty, as I said before, we can use these modal verbs. We can use could, might, and may. And we can use might more often in conversation, and may is more formal. Look at these examples. The meeting will start at 10 a.m. Here, I'm certain about that. She might come to the party. It is more conversational, and I'm uncertain about that. The weather may improve later. It is more formal, and here I'm uncertain about that. So future possibility, here I have another example with may, might, and could. You may start at 8, or you might start at 8, or you could start at 8. And the negative forms, you can add not. But in order to talk about negative possibility in future, pay attention. You can use may not and might not. Don't use could not, all right, to talk about future possibility. Use may, might, and could to talk about future possibility. Okay, let's read the examples. The show may start at 10. I'm not sure. So I'm not certain. I'm uncertain. I'm doubtful. It might be very good. It could win an award. Award means prize. We use may not, and might not to express the possibility that something will not happen. So you can say, it may not make people laugh. Okay, that's all right. It might not be good. This is okay as well. But be careful. Couldn't means that something is impossible. So do not use it if you're talking about negative possibility in future. So couldn't means something is impossible. It couldn't start at 10. The news is on then. So here is you just say that something is impossible. And we usually do not begin questions with possibility, about possibility with may, might, or could. So you cannot say may it, or may you, or might you. No, that's wrong. Instead, you can use will or be going to, or phrases like do you think, or is it possible that. If you have a sentence with may, could, or might, we do not usually make a direct question with them. Instead, we use do you think, or is it possible that? And you can use will or be going to with them. But in the answer, in the short answer, you can use may, might, or could. Look at the examples. Here you cannot say may she or might she, or so this is wrong. So instead we use do you think, or is it possible that? And we use will instead. Do you think she will win an award? But in the answer, you can say might. She might. She did a great acting job. Or is Mitch going to star in the show? She may. So this is the short answer. She hasn't decided yet. And the next point that I have here, when you're less certain, use may, might, and could to express affirmative possibilities. Example, he may be the murderer. Murderer is someone who kills other people. Killer. He looks guilty, not innocent. He might know something about the crime. He lives right next door. He could be home now. The lights are on. But when you're even less certain, use may not and might not to express negative possibilities. I just told you about that. Let's read more examples. We may not have enough evidence. No one saw the suspect. That might not be important. We have his fingerprints. And in summary, we can say we use will or want to show that we are certain about the future. We use could, might, and may to show that we are uncertain about the future. But as we said before, might is more conversational and may is more formal. Now, we are going to listen to this audio and answer these questions. So write the missing word here after listening to the audio. 1 second. All right, listen.
2.4. 1.
Today, I want to explain some alternative solutions which may help reduce some of the problems related to climate change.
2.
NASA scientists have been developing this method of growing food because it could allow us to grow food in any climate.
3.
I think that desert farms might be a very interesting way to farm in the future.
Okay, let's check the answers. So number 1, I hope you got it right. Which may. Number 2, it could. And number 3, might. All right, all these exercises are on page 46. Now the next exercise on page 46, it says write the correct modal verb in the correct place in the sentences. You may also need to change the main verb. In some items, more than one answer is possible. Look at example. Farming in the desert solves the problem of food crisis. And you're going to show uncertainty in the future. And in the answer, we have farming in the desert might solve the problem of food crisis. Please pause the video, write your sentences. When you're ready, check your answers with me. Okay, I assume that you're ready. Let's begin. Number 2, it says not using fossil fuels reduces climate change, and we are going to show uncertainty in the future. Let's see what I have in the answer key. So not using fossil fuels might or could or may reduce climate change. All of these modal verbs are possible here because they show uncertainty in the future. Number 3, taxing fossil fuels reduces the use of cars. You are going to show certainty in the future. Let's check the answer. Taxing fossil fuels will reduce the use of cars. Number 4, using solar energy does not lead to any environmental disasters, and you're going to show certainty in the future. Let's check the answer together. Using solar energy won't lead to any environmental disasters. Thank you for watching and studying with me. Keep learning. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. You can use the comment section, and I would be happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.